Welcome to Networking Squared with Jerry O and Al Crawford. Grab your coffee, hang out for an hour, and learn from their business experts. Now, here are your business squares, Jerry and Al.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Networking Squared. Jerry O here with my partner, Mr.
Al Crawford. Good morning, Jerry, and good morning, all our fans out there.
Yeah, it's good to be here this morning. Tune in to Facebook. If you want to get on Facebook while we're on the air, you can send in some of your questions. You can either do Facebook on Networking Squared or get on Al Crawford or Jerry Olson. You can talk to us or give us some of your comments while we're on the air. And Networking Squared, we're glad to be here on a very cool, almost Halloween day.
Well, this is Devil's Night today, Jerry.
Oh, this was great. I got Al and Jerry are dressed up as each other in the studio today. It's going to be an interesting morning. We want to thank Brian on the other side of the glass, our engineer, that make Al sound really good.
Jerry, how's that sumo suit feeling on you today?
Yeah, the sumo suit is not doing too good, and I've never had a head the size of a pumpkin before, so and you're going to have to sit over there and look like Larry King, so sorry about your luck, buddy.
Yeah, the suspenders are hurting.
Yeah. We are going to talk about networking in depth today. We had some comments, some emails, and people wanted to know exactly what the heck we're talking about, what is networking, and maybe we were talking business speak, and now we need to talk so that you understand what we've got going on.
Right. I think that one of the big misnomers is that everybody knows how to network. And the reality is, I don't think people have a clue, a lot of people at least.
I think that when people are new to networking, they walk into a networking event, they really are not prepared. They don't know what to do. And for us that have been doing it for years, we need to share that information. So we've gone through and put together a show today to explain some of it. We're going to use this show today to maybe set the program up for some of the subsequent shows coming up on what to do. So we're going to break it down into a bunch of smaller components, and then we will use the shows coming up to explain those components in detail.
Yeah, and it was something that, we felt very, very, a lot of passion about this, and that's the reason that we're going to really be limited as far as guests. We do have Bob DiTomaso from Shot by Bob in the studio right now, taking some pictures of us, and in our second segment, we'll actually have him on the show with us. So thanks for being here today, Bob.
Yeah, we appreciate him being here. We're going to have those photos up on our Facebook fan page, and we'll get them up on our upcoming website for Networking Squared. We are going to talk about what the heck is a one-on-one, Al?
Yeah, I like that. I think really what we have to look at and why people do one-on-ones is really to learn about each other's business. What do they have in common? How can they help each other? And I think the biggest misnomer, though, is who do you have a one-on-one with?
Well, we're going to talk about that. We also have a segment in here, the business card fiasco. What the heck do you do with business cards? You just don't throw them at everybody. Otherwise, they'd come shaped in little paper airplanes.
Yeah, I like that. I think that all the green initiatives should really endorse this as well, because there's a lot of trees getting killed out there for no reason.
Yep. If you're going to pass out a business card, make sure you know where it's going to go and what it's going to do. Also, look, we're going to talk a little bit about what a 60-second is, or a 60-second commercial, or an elevator pitch, and what you need to have in your pitch to make you the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of terminology that's used that we hear on a daily basis that make me cringe, and things that I think we need to share this message. We are the experts, and we need to share our knowledge, Jerry.
Well, we are going to be doing that. We're also going to touch a little bit on Facebook and LinkedIn. I know that you probably hear Al and I talking about it all the time. These are components that make a total package of networking. If you're not using Facebook, if you're not using LinkedIn, you are missing out. And we're also going to talk a little bit about where LinkedIn came from and what it was originally made for.
Yep, we will definitely cover that. Where do you want to start, Jerry? We got lots to do.
We got lots to do. I was just looking through the internet this week, and I saw the Time Traveler on the Charlie Chaplin movie, and it is a huge. Everybody's been hitting it on YouTube. In 1929, they show this little old lady walking by, holding onto a cell phone, talking. I looked at it again this morning. It is amazing, but The Time Traveler, if you want to check that out, Charlie Chaplin, Time Traveler. What did you think about it, Al?
Well, I thought there was one of the people driving by in the cars. I thought it was you. So I was a little...
That's funny. Yes, that was my first vehicle. And also McDonald's had to pay a Brazilian manager $17,000 for overeating at a McDonald's restaurant.
That story was horrifying. The fact that he was forced to taste test the food every day and caused him to gain about 65 pounds?
Yeah, 65 pounds in 10 years or whatever it's been, and then they had to pay him $17,500. Do they not sell salad at McDonald's?
I don't think he was taste testing that stuff.
That's what I was thinking. So
I just hope he doesn't go. His next job's not as a wine taster.
I can't imagine how much they'd give him if he was here in America. He'd probably got a whole franchise by then.
Yeah, how much is $17,500 in Brazil? How much is that in U.S.?
I wouldn't have a clue, buddy. So let's get back to networking. Al, what is it really? Tell me what a one-on-one is. What's your version of a one-on-one?
My take on a one-on-one, first of all, is you need to qualify who the person you're talking to. Is this a person that you really want to have a relationship with from a business standpoint? That's the first thing we have to identify. So it's something where if somebody's asking you if you want to have a one-on-one, you need to identify why. What's in it for me? What relationship can we have that we can help each other's business?
Where do you meet people to set up a one-on-one?
I think that in any opportunity, any place that you're at, whether it be at your networking groups, whether it be at a chamber function, whether it be anywhere, that's to me one of the biggest mistakes people make is that they're going around and they're meeting people, but they're not identifying who their ideal referral partner is. And that's the person that they should be setting up a one-on-one with.
So you're talking that we should be prepared anywhere we go. If we're in business and you're going to be talking about your business, you need to be prepared beforehand on what you're going to say and who you're looking for.
Right. And I think that the key to this is that when you're going to set up a one-on-one or when you're looking for that person, and if you're in the gathering business card mode, is have some sort of a system in place. Mark the card. Do something with the business card that you're collecting to know that this is somebody that you actually want to follow up with, that you want to follow, that you want to set up a one-on-one with, and then have all the other people that you're just not doing anything with.
I know that when I'm out, my particular way that I do it is I have a couple of different pockets. Usually I've got a suit on, I've got pockets. The cards that I know that I want to follow up on, I keep those in a separate pocket.
Me too.
And the cards that I'm giving out, my cards, I keep those in a separate pocket so that when I meet somebody, I'm not fumbling, stumbling, pulling out 16 cards, and it makes me look unsure of what I'm doing.
Now, Jerry, think about this. In the last 6 months, you and I have both gone through 1,000 business cards because we both just ordered more.
Yeah.
Okay, 1,000 business cards. How many business cards have you given out that you have not spoken to that person before you gave it to them?
Oh, man, you don't even want to know the number. That's probably wrong.
Would be none.
Yes.
There's none. I've never given out a business card to somebody I haven't talked to.
Well, that's a good thing. So you don't just pick them up and throw them in a room. You actually introduce yourself. You hand the business card to the person, and it is a purposeful thing. I also make notes on the back of the business card. And when I get a business card from somebody and we are out networking, I don't spend a half hour talking to that person. I figure out who they are, what I'm doing, what they're doing, if there would be a common goal between us. I set up a one-on-one. Listen, this is pretty interesting. Would you mind if I gave you a call and we can sit down and talk about our business? And then I move on.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to do this. And it's something where with the one-on-ones, that really should be the goal. And any opportunity you have when you're out there meeting people, that should be your goal. To say, you know what, I want to get 5 or 6 business cards of people that I really want to meet with, and I want to be able to set up several meetings from those business cards, regardless of how many people are at the meeting. I don't care if it's 200 people, 50 people. If you can set up 5 or 6 different meetings with people, it can be life-changing for you.
Should you have your 60-second elevator pitch, your 60-second commercial top-notch and ready to go when you meet somebody?
It has to be, Jerry. You have to have it ready, and it has to be something that is relevant, that is fresh, that doesn't sound like it was canned, it was written 10 years ago.
You cannot bludgeon somebody to death with all the details about your business. If you're going to be at a networking event, you need to come up with a concise 60-second or less. You want to give that to them as an appetizer, so they're going, you know what, that's pretty interesting. I would like to know more. Leave them wanting to know more.
That's perfect, Jerry. And that is. It's something where you have to have that aspect as well as giving a specific ask, something specific that you're looking for, so that I can leave that understanding who it is that you're looking for, not using those broad statements of everything. I can do everything regarding this. I can do everything regarding that. That's a very hard thing to put my arms around.
Well, you talked about specifics. So here's what I'm looking for. This is what I need. These are the kind of people that I'm looking for. They are specifics, and you need to be prepared for that when you get into a networking event or anywhere you go. I know that I do a lot of roller skating, and I have actually made contacts out roller skating. You're just talking to somebody that you're skating by. They want to know what you do. You give them your information. You never know where those leads are going to come from.
Right. And you never have. I think what happens is that we all get so self-absorbed, and we are so wrapped around ourselves that we're not opening our eyes and looking at all the opportunities that are around us. And that's really what networking is about, is taking advantage of the people that you know, not taking advantage of the people, obviously, Jerry, but taking advantage of those relationships and being able to give as well as receive.
Well, giving and receiving is what we're looking for. And you know what we're going to talk about the next segment. To chambers of commerce and belonging to the chambers, is that networking or isn't it networking? That's what I want to know.
I think it's a great subject, Jerry, and I think that we're going to get some good conversation about this. And let's share that phone number. We want people to call in. We want to answer questions.
All right, 1-800-923-9385 WDTK. We will be right back. Please give us a call. Let's talk about, are the chambers of commerce, do they work for us or not?